are so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most.
I don't like drama. Drama actually makes me nauseous.
Jada Pinkett Smith, that's f***ed up. Seriously.
We've got some jaw-dropping revelations for you today as the drama unfolds. August Alsina has just spilled the beans about his controversial relationship with Jada Pinkett, which has got everyone talking. The word on the street is that Jada, despite being 21 years his senior, might have taken advantage of the vulnerable young artist during his rough patch. How so? Let's unravel the story.
Is a woman who seems hell-bent on sabotaging, excoriating, and emasculating her man.
August was in a pretty dark space when he met Jada, battling illness, struggling with mental health, and even grappling with a traumatic childhood experience. Now, throw in Jada's significantly senior position in the equation, one can't help but wonder, would the reactions have been different if it were Will Smith in Jada's shoes, especially if he approached one of his daughter's vulnerable friends? While it's true that August never accused Jada of any wrongdoings, her awareness of his vulnerability and still choosing to pursue the relationship is turning quite a few heads. But there's more. Remember the uproar when Jaden and Will addressed Jada's entanglement with August? Back then, many pointed fingers at Jada for infidelity. But recently, Jada let it slip that she and Will were separated back in 2016.
Well, Jada Pinkett Smith drops a bombshell. Apparently, she and her husband, Will Smith, haven't been together for 7 years.
What's more, August even mentioned getting Will's blessing. But wait, there's an even more shocking twist. In a candid episode of Red Table Talk, Jada and Will clarified the air. 4 years ago, Jada befriended Alsina, initially intending to support his health and emotional well-being.
We broke up.
As troubles brewed in the Smith marriage, the couple parted ways temporarily. And during this hiatus, Jada found herself in what she calls a different kind of entanglement with August.
I got into a different kind of entanglement.
As Jada put it was a relationship. Amid this emotional whirlwind, Jada confessed that she entered the relationship to feel good again, hoping to help heal someone. However, the irony was that she realized she was trying to mend others without addressing her own issues.
You and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Contrary to August's claims, Will did not give the green light for the relationship. However, Jada believes Alsina might have portrayed it as such to avoid the homewrecker tag. An interesting note is that despite their close connection, August later severed all ties with Jada. And now, years later, as the past resurfaces, Jada expressed a wish to reconcile with August for the sake of healing.
Yes.
A relationship.
Yes, it was a relationship.
August's life, as we've come to learn, reads like a series of unfortunate events. He grappled with devastating familial ties. Both his father and stepfather battled addictions, and his relationship with his mother was far from rosy. It's not hard to imagine why some suggest he sought solace in Jada, perhaps to fill a maternal void. To be honest, man, I don't have no family. I'm on my own, he once confessed in a 2015 interview on The Breakfast Club. His revelations of grappling with crippling depression and the absence of familial support further painted a poignant picture. The tragedies didn't end there. Before turning 18, August lost his brother Melvin in a shooting. Years later, he would face another blow with his sister, Chandra's death to cancer. On a personal front, August's life was marred by addiction, mainly to painkillers. This addiction, paired with a pre-existing autoimmune disorder, resulted in a diagnosis of nerve damage in 2019. This illness took a heavy toll, leaving him temporarily blind and struggling to walk. But perhaps the most shocking revelation came in his 2020 docuseries, State of Emergency: The Rise of August Alsina. August recounted an incident from his past where he was assaulted by someone close during childhood. To add salt to the wound, his mother, whom he had confided in, shared the traumatic incident with their neighborhood. He recalled, "I remember asking my mom to not say anything, to hold that down and to keep that secret. And not even a day later, random people tell me, 'Oh yeah, your mama said this.'" August's connection to the Smiths began innocently enough through a friendship with their son, Jaden. As August became more ingrained with the Smith family, Jada expressed her desire to help him. Will reiterated this sentiment, noting the state August was in when they first encountered him. He was really sick. He was really, really sick. And while initially, the family's involvement revolved around August's health, lines were soon blurred. As Will subtly hinted, and the outpouring for him from our family was initially about his health. Yes, the undercurrent of that statement alludes to Jada's eventual entanglement with August. It's crucial to note, amidst all this, that while Jada's intent may have started as altruistic, her actions have come under scrutiny. With August's history, the situation begs the question, did Jada truly have his best interests at heart? Or was she just another person who failed him? And crucially, where does this leave August now, particularly given his apparent decision to distance himself from Jada? The tale is far from over. Now, after August Alsina's bombshell revelations, Jada took to Twitter signaling she would be bringing clarity to the situation. She tweeted, "There's some healing that needs to happen. So I'm bringing myself to the red table. This is not just any regular episode. It's unique. For the first time, Jada will be the solo guest, facing the red table and, by extension, millions of viewers. Let's rewind a bit. The stir ignited when Alsina confidently stated in a candid chat with Angela Yee that he had Will's blessing for his intimate connection with Jada. While reps for both the Smiths have refuted such claims, Alsina's conviction in his words was palpable. "I love those people literally like my family," Alsina emphasized during his talk with Yee, highlighting the transition in the Smiths' marital dynamics from a traditional union to a life partnership. He mentioned that romantic involvement was off the table. Alsina added, "Will gave me his blessing, and I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life." A poignant sentiment from August was his deep-rooted affection for Jada. "And I truly am really deeply loved and have a ton of love for her," he reiterated. Expressing the depth of his commitment, he went on to say, "I devoted myself to it. I gave my full self to it. So much so to the point that I can die right now and be okay with knowing that I truly gave myself to somebody." But here's the twist in the narrative. How does August feel about the whirlwind of criticism circling Jada? Did he ever feel exploited, given their controversial relationship dynamics? Speaking to People magazine, August clarified, "It's just a part of life, and it's a part of the journey. There's a lot of love there." He added a hint of mystery, noting, "Sometimes things are bigger than one can see on the surface, and in the end, all will be revealed in its time." With the myriad of viewpoints floating around on this sensational revelation, public opinion remains a fascinating tapestry of mixed sentiments. For instance, a particular fan chimes in with a rather scathing observation saying, "Makes me wonder what other disgusting things she has done that we don't know of. She was a parental figure in his life since he was a child, so wrong in so many ways." This perspective certainly nudges us to ponder on the dimensions of their relationship, given the dynamic it's sprouted from. A recurring sentiment seems to focus on the gender double standards in society's judgment. One fan emphatically states, "The reason why society is not holding Jada accountable for preying on August is because society has a hatred towards men, and that's why they are more eager to crucify men when they do things that they wouldn't have crucified women for doing. Don't crucify one without crucifying the other as well." This comment underlines the perceived bias against men in the court of public opinion, suggesting a dichotomy in how transgressions are treated based on gender. Then there are those who squarely place the onus on Jada, pointing out the evidently controversial aspect of their relationship. One fan remarked she preyed on him. "How the hell do you have an entanglement with your son's friend? Sick!" This viewpoint doesn't shy away from expressing disgust, emphasizing the perceived impropriety in Jada's actions given her role as a motherly figure. What's evident from these comments is that the consensus isn't universal. While some vehemently critique Jada for her alleged indiscretions, others are more focused on the overarching societal norms that may dictate such responses. The situation remains layered, with many shades of gray, and these fan opinions merely scratch the surface of a much broader discourse. The debate rages on, and as always, we'll be here to unravel it for you. And now, dear viewers, the ball is in your court. What's your take on this intricate web of relationships and revelations? If the roles were reversed and it was Will Smith entangled with a vulnerable young woman, would the reaction be any different? Or, putting aside the age and status differences, should love and connection be free from judgment? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We're eager to hear your perspective. And remember, while celebrity lives might seem distant, the emotions, decisions, and dynamics aren't so far from our own. Thanks for tuning in today, and until next time, keep those conversations buzzing.